Good morning, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another episode of Film Foodie. The first episode voted on by my new members tiers. And without further ado, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. No, you're not fooling me, and I can see. Oh, yeah, sorry. Look, I know the song. It's been a while, though. And we are covering not one but two items from the hallowed halls of Scoobert Doobert. What is this? A hot dog and corn on the cob? Why, no. It is, in fact, chocolate-covered hot dogs and corn on the cob. Oops, sorry. Season 1, Episode 2, A Clue for Scooby-Doo. And Season 2, Episode 4, Jeepers, It's the Creeper. Now, in both these scenes, we see Shaggy indulging in chocolate-covered items that are not meant to be chocolate covered. In episode 2 of season 1, the episode which introduced one of my favorite villains, the ghost of Captain Cutler, or Captain Cutler's ghost, whichever way you prefer to say it. As they pull into Rocky Point Beach, or Rock Point Beach, I can't remember, Shaggy says, "Oh, I can't wait to have some chocolate-covered hot dogs, zoinks," or something to that effect. And Velma replies, "Yuck, that stomach must be scrap iron." To which Shaggy responds, "Hey, is it my fault my first toy was a garbage disposal?" Which raises a lot of interesting questions about his parents. And then Season 2, Episode 4, Jeepers, It's the Creeper, introduction of one of the most classic Scooby-Doo villains of all time, the Creeper. Not my personal favorite, but still a pretty cool guy. Shaggy mentions when they're going to the school dance held at a barn that he wants to eat some chocolate-covered corn on the cob, and even gets away from dancing with Velma to go to the buffet and get some chocolate-covered corn on the cob. And Velma says, and as Shaggy is dancing away with Scooby, Velma says, I've been a wallflower before, but this is ridiculous." So, there is, of course, the question on everyone's mind. Was Shaggy originally intended to be a stoner? And the answer, I unfortunately believe, is yes. You have to remember that this was 1968, 1969. The hippie movement was known, the flower power movement was well known, and kind of dying out at that time, come to think of it. Shaggy is this very, he's kind of a stereotype of what hippies looked like at the time. The scruffy beard, the unkempt hair, lanky, wearing, really ill-fitting clothing. All he was missing was a tie-dye shirt and a bandana. Anyway, so, they say chocolate syrup. However, we do not see a squeeze bottle in either picture, because I believe this might have predated the use of plastic the use of plastic squeeze bottles by Hershey's. We see him with a jar of something. It's yellow in the cartoon. I'm sorry for the black and white printer. And then we see him we have a much clearer image of him actually dipping into something called chocolate syrup here. So, I decided to split it halfway. We're gonna have the hot dog with chocolate syrup, and we're going to recreate the actual image Shaggy had of dipping his corn in chocolate syrup, or in chocolate sauce. I feel like I'm about to get a cease and desist from Smuckers for befiling their good food. Oh. Oh, it's so... That didn't work. Hold on. Oh, Lord. You know, the sad thing is, it's probably what it's going to look like coming out, too. I can't believe I said that. That's so gross. All right, here we go. Corn here. You know, the sad thing is, that's not half bad. Corn is sweet. I can't remember if corn is technically a fruit or not. It would actually go really good with some butter. Here, let's try it with the chocolate syrup instead. Don't worry, this hot fudge will find a good home. I'll eat it with a spoon later. I don't know. I just wanted to say something stupid. It'll get used, though. Like, there's 3 dudes here. It'll get used. Anyway. No, don't. Oh, damn it. Oh! Ugh! 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 No! No, no. Ugh! Ugh! No! Ugh! I don't like chocolate syrup, I'm realizing. Alright. So this is actually double let's try for me because I wanted to get something that emulated the bright red of a cartoon hot dog. So I got natural casing wieners, which I've never had before. I'm hoping that this will actually taste better than a normal hot dog. Then again, I'm about to smother it in chocolate syrup, so... Well, yeah. Now, here's my hope here. That it'll be alleviated somewhat by the bread and the hot dog fighting it. Over lips, past the gums, watch out stomach, here it comes. That dog is pretty good. It's a smoked one, which I thought would be good for emulating the campfire flavor since Shaggy's clearly shown roasting his over an open fire. It's actually overwhelming the chocolate sauce. Here. I'll put some of the hot fudge on, because I know you guys want me to suffer. Plus, this will get rid of all the corn hair and the fudge. Clark is looking at me like I'm an asshole, because I'm putting food that is poisonous for dogs on food he wants. Alright, let's try the chocolate weenie. You know? I was expecting more. It's weird. I'm not going to say the chocolate works, but there are two very distinct flavors that I am just eating together. They are staying completely separate, but they are not making each other worse. There is none of the alchemical process that some food has where it will suddenly turn into something horrific in your mouth. I just remembered, I'm pretty sure I sold chocolate glazed popcorn and Cub Scouts too. I will admit the raw corn is better, or the plain corn is better though. Is this how healthy people eat their corn? No butter, salt, or pepper, just plain? I don't mean with chocolate sauce, obviously. I'm trying to remember, is corn a berry? Because I'm pretty sure corn is technically a fruit. Water. I'm sure a talented chef could probably make this work somehow. Some like mole sauce on chorizo on a cornbread bun, or a sugar glazed like candied corn on the cob with chocolate. But I am not such a chef. I am Royce Miller, plain Jane idiot, who baked his corn and hot dogs. Sorry, cut, no. I'll get you a hot dog, just don't sniff at that. If you want to try this, be my guest. I can't recommend it. Here's the main reason why I think Shaggy was a drug addict. Because you would have to have a major case of the munchies to be craving, processed meat and sugary chocolate dip in the same configuration. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Y'all good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.